Hi guys, welcome back. Last time we did a green wellness smoothie, and today is my alternate day, and we are going to do all our yellow and oranges. So yellow and orange typically have a lot of digestive support, and we're even enhancing that further with the addition of some kefir, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. Extremely high in probiotics, even more so than yogurt. We're going to add that in with things like papaya and pineapple and mango to give us a good rounded digestive support, while also giving us the oranges and yellows vitamin and nutrient content, which is great for eye health, heart health, bone support. So this is an excellent smoothie to add once or twice a week. I do it once. I'd like to alternate. My greens are my priority. So this is a great little treat, very tropical, very sweet, and really actually low in blood sugar. So something cool to look forward to. So first we're going to start with a banana. Banana has lots of manganese for your skin, potassium for your heart, and blood pressure. It gives you energy and can aid in gastrointestinal issues, so that's our base. Mangoes. So this is great for summer. They have high levels of fiber, pectin, lower your cholesterol. They clear your skin, and they're about 25% of vitamin A, which promotes good eye health, boosts the immune system, and improves digestion. So mango is our main component here. So if you're in the store and you happen to see papaya, they have Mexican and Hawaiian right now, grab it for the smoothie. Papayas are loaded with vitamins and antioxidants, so hence really good for your eye health. The enzymes in papayas are excellent for digestion, and it supports immunity, helps with weight loss, better kidney function. It's excellent for diabetics. Carrots. Carrots are known for boosting eye health, but they also fight cholesterol, they boost heart health, lower blood pressure. They're extremely high in fiber, so excellent for aiding digestion and weight loss. Great for the skin, again, supports immunity. So this is an extra fun one, peaches. Peaches are packed with nutrients, and on the outside they're red, inside they're yellow. We're going to use the full bit. They're packed with nutrients and antioxidants. They're rich in vitamins, minerals, beneficial plant compounds. They're a great source of vitamin C, potassium, calcium, also very hydrating, and a great low sugar fruit. Again, we're going to revisit with the ginger, which contains gingerol. It's a substance, powerful medicinal properties, helps with nausea, reduce muscle pain, soreness, anti-inflammatory, drastically lowers blood sugar, great for menstrual pain, chronic indigestion. We have our turmeric, of course, which contains bioactive compounds with powerful medicinal properties as well. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It dramatically increases the antioxidant capacity of the body, linked to improving brain function and lower risk of brain disease. It can help prevent cancer, many useful things, including Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so we're back with our pineapple. Again, low in calories, has an impressive nutrient profile, especially high in vitamin C, manganese, contains disease-fighting antioxidants, contains bromelain, which can ease digestion. That's another one of those enzymes. Boosts immunity, supports inflammation, really good there. We're going in with the orange again, high in vitamin C, supports the immune system, prevents skin damage, lowers cholesterol, controls blood sugar, lowers risk of cancer. We're just going to do a little slice of lime. Limes are a great source of magnesium and potassium. It's very nourishing for the skin, improves digestion, fights infection, helps with weight loss, lowers blood sugar. So those are all the components we have here. You might notice one other fruit that I didn't mention. So right now, these are in season, and I'm actually this isn't typically in my smoothie, but it will be today because these are some of my favorite fruits. So this is called a Cape gooseberry. In Europe, we have gooseberries that are yellowish to green, and they're very sour. These are tangy on the outside and super sweet on the inside, so they're delicious. They add a great tropical aspect to our smoothie, and they are a powerhouse of superfood, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It's just loaded. So I snack on these during the summer. They're great cold, great as a snack by the pool like you would watermelon, but very low in sugar and excellent. So highly recommend if you come across them in the store, pick them up. We're going to add them today. You don't have to have them at all. It's not necessary, not part of the typical yellow smoothie. So moving on, you're also going to want some sort of a seed addition. So you can do chia seeds, you can do hemp, you can do flax. I love this little blend. This is the one I use for all of them. It's a mix of the three. So you're getting all your omegas. I mean, it's like 5,700 micrograms of omega-3. You're getting about 8 grams of natural plant-based protein. It is just really excellent addition. And if you grind it up long enough, you won't even notice it in your smoothie. It's not gritty. I like to, even though this is a yellow smoothie, I do add a little bit of Power Greens. I definitely like that wheatgrass and the moringa in there. It just gives it an extra energy boost, and then it gives you that chlorophyll that your body needs. This is the main one that I want to point out. This is one I like to add in this particular smoothie. It's a superfood blend of matcha, reishi, and ashwagandha. And the reason I like this blend is because while we are replenishing the bacteria and the enzymes in our digestive tract and really like cleansing the system, boosting our energies, this is a wonderful way to combat stress and fatigue. And so I just like to add a teaspoon of this to my blend. It increases your balance, restores your balance and your vitality. I really love it. You don't taste it in the smoothie, and it gives you all those superfood benefits. So I think that's about it, with the exception of our kefir. If you don't know what this is, kefir is a probiotic. It is loaded with billions and billions of probiotics, and you want to look at the label to see what you're getting. So usually they come plain or flavored. Flavored's going to be sweet, so know you're adding all that extra sugar into your smoothie. Not necessarily a bad thing unless you are watching your sugar intake. But I want to point, I just grabbed these two. This is the one I use quite a bit for this particular smoothie. But this one I really like because the content of probiotic is ridiculously high. So if you are truly having digestive issues, this is a great way to replenish and restore and help balance all of that. Both of these are whole milk. I support whole milk. However, this particular one is lactose free. So if you have a lactose intolerance, this is a great one. But always, regardless of which one you choose at the store, take a peek. There's usually about 12 types of live and active cultures that are in these. And then you want the capacity of those 12 strands to equal anywhere between 30 to 60 billion CFUs. So this one has 64 billion probiotic cultures in every 8-ounce glass. So just look and see what you're getting. Also look at the caloric intake, because again, some have added sugar and some don't, so that's going to affect the overall health of your smoothie. And then last, of course, we have our beautiful coconut water. Again, with this smoothie, you can use the mango coconut blend if you want. You can use it pulped or regular. Just make sure, again, that it is coconut water, not coconut milk. So this is our wonderful smoothie that's going to help us with our digestion, our eye health. It's going to be loaded with omegas as well as probiotics and natural digestive enzymes. It's a killer blend, plus we're going to add those little greens. Let's get started. Grab your chopping board. Here we go. All right, so we have our ingredients. keep in mind that if something is seasonal and you want to alter this a little bit, just do a little bit of research on the fruit you're trying to replace and see what benefits it has and what it's adding. If it's really high in sugar, you might want to pass. So let's start with, I've already cut up pineapple and this was pineapple left over from our green wellness smoothie. So for this one, I'm actually only going to prep two, one for making today and one for putting in the fridge. So I just want about 4 pieces for this one with the pineapple. Okay, we're going to take our banana. And I like the small bananas, by the way, because the huge bananas that are super long in the store, it's way too much banana for your smoothie, and then you don't need all that. So we're doing 2 smoothies. I'm taking my small banana and I'm just cutting it in half. We're going to do our peach. So for this, I only need 1 peach. So pick one that's somewhat soft and ready to go. Should be able to pit it fairly easily. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it one more time in half, just so the blender has an easier time with it. So I've got 1 peach. I'm going to do half an orange. We're cutting it in half, then half again, and then just taking the skin off. It's our orange. We're going to do 1 little piece of lime. Now, if you remember from the previous episode, we're going to take a full lime, cut it in half, then cut that half in half, and then cut that half in half. So we should end up with 8 slices, and I'm just going to use 1 slice of this. So usually when I do my smoothie preps, I'll prep all that, and then it just gets divided. Okay, turmeric. Remember we talked about turmeric. They come, you can buy them loose. Typically they're a little bit dried out that way, so they're going to be smaller. So you can opt in to use 1 small thin one or 2. I buy these from the actual produce section. They're boxed and they stay moist, so they're nice and pulpy. This is a nice size. I mean, you can see the size of my thumb right there. Pretty big. So I'm going to use a whole one. My ginger. Again, I want to just use a very small piece of ginger. So I'm going to shave this down and then I'm going to chop it. We're just going to use 1 little piece of ginger. Okay. For my carrot. Carrots are wonderful additions. Right now we have a whole lot of fruit going on, so this is a great way to introduce some vegetables into the mix. And I'm actually going to use the bigger of the 2 here, because I'm probably going to have a little bit more smoothie than I want here. That's okay. We'll save it for breakfast if we need to. And I'm just coarsely chopping. You can't make it too big or too little. Remember, it's going into the blender, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just chopping it up just to make it a little bit easier for my blender. And then remember we talked about the gooseberries. So this is not typically in this recipe, but I want to add it today because it was in the health food store. And I'm going to do like 6 nice size gooseberries to add. And then our main course, the mango. So if you've never cut mangoes before, it's a little bit tricky. There's a flat, really big pit right in the middle. So I'm going to show you a little trick. I lay it on its side, and you can kind of see, like you can see the little area where it was attached to the tree. You can kind of see where one side is bigger than the other. So I'm going to cut into the big side right alongside that area. And my knife is going to guide me right along that pit. So you can see that pit showing through, right? But if it's super ripe, you can actually peel this right off. Isn't that cool? If it needs a little bit of help, lay it flat, get it going. Take your knife, go real flat against the board, pushing down. You're just going to scrape it right off the peel. So now that we know where the pit is, I'm going to cut into the other side. And again, I'm going to feel the resistance of my pit. That's fine. So this is another way to do it. Don't cut the edges. We're going to cut in the middle. And we're just going to score it without cutting through to the other side. The reason we're not going to cut through to the other side is once we've scored it, see the scoring? I'm going to put my thumbs on the back side and I'm going to push through. Look at that. So now I can take my knife and I can just cut all these little pieces right off. So there's my mango all set. And then last but not least is our papaya. So I have two types of papayas here. I am certainly not going to use that much papaya. I want my mango to be the primary star. So with the papaya, I'm just going to slice it in half and use just a small portion. This is our Mexican papaya. Right now, again, in season, really cheap to find. So when you find these, snag them up, cut them up, freeze them for later use. I'm gonna quarter this backside. And this is all I wanna use for my two smoothies. And just like with the mango, I'm gonna cut the peel off. There's two. Okay, so I like to use a Ziploc bag. You can use whatever container you want, but I go through these pretty quick and these are easy to use. So on my Ziploc bag, I always write down what it is that's in here because it'll get lost in my freezer otherwise. So I'm writing down yellow. This is my yellow smoothie. I'm giving myself a reminder to add greens and my adaptive blend. We have enough for two smoothies. I want to do one today and one for later. Let's start with our pineapple. So we have 2 slices of pineapple for each. We have half a banana for each. We have half a peach, which is 2 slices each. We're going to split up our papaya. We're doing our turmeric, 1 in each. Orange is 1/4 each. Ginger, 1 each. 1 lime each. I wanted to just have a little bit of 6 gooseberries in each smoothie. And now I'm down to just my carrots and my mango. So I literally am just going to divide this in half. Half in here. And half in my bag. So this little guy is ready to go in the freezer. So when I'm ready to use him, he's going to look like this, but frozen. I am using a Vitamix, which I've had since the 90s. I love the Vitamixes because they grind everything up to the smallest degree. I've never had any issues. I mean, this stuff makes fine flour. It can make ice cream and soup, and now I'm selling the Vitamix, but you get my point. It's a high-grade mixer, and most juice places and most smoothie companies that you go to in town will have these in the back, and that's what they're making your smoothies on, so just so you know. Okay, so we have our prepped. I'm going to add my coconut water. Now, with coconut water, remember, there's flavored, there's with pulp, without pulp. You can do whatever you want. This is an 11-ounce container, and for the purposes I have here, I'm actually just going to do half. Most of these ingredients have a lot of fluid, so I'm just going to do half. And then we're going to add our kefir. If you have a sweet tooth and you are not used to less sweet items, I recommend that you do a whole milk flavored. If you aren't big on sweets and you love yogurt and you've had this before, I recommend that you do the whole milk non-flavored, which has very little sugar. We are going to add, and I eyeball everything, right? So we're just going to add a splash. To me, that's a splash. There's that. We're not done yet. We got to add our powders. First and foremost are my seeds. I'm going to take a regular teaspoon and I'm going to do 2 rounded heaps right in there. We are going to do our greens because we have no greens in this smoothie, and I still want the chlorophyll. I still want that iron boost. I want all those things, the vitamins A and K. So I'm doing 1 teaspoon, not really rounded, in there. And then I'm also going to add my specialty mushroom blend, right? You can see this complements my smoothie. It's yellowy brown, right? So we're going to go back to our 1 rounded teaspoon into my smoothie, and we are ready to mix. So when you go to mix, we're going to start low. The reason we start low is we do not want to allow the powder to attach itself to the wall. So by going slow, it's going to go center. And then we're just going to increase. So you want to run it on high for a few seconds because we added those seeds and I don't want my smoothie to be gritty. So I want it to be very smooth. You run it for a little bit longer. But the beauty of this is that if you have finicky eaters, or you have members in your family who just refuse to do smoothies or refuse to do greens, won't touch mushrooms or anything like that, this is a fantastic smoothie for them because all they will taste is mango, papaya, and banana. They have no idea that they are getting all these other benefits, all these other nutrients in there. It's a great way to sneak it in. So that's it, guys. This is the yellow superfood smoothie. I hope you enjoy. Na zdraví, to good health, and I'll see you next time.